Good morning, you beautiful people. So we did get a little bit of rain last night. Nothing to write home about though. No swales have been filled. This is the way the morning is working. Mika's there teaching her horse to lie down. Doing a right job. And Jonita planted some of our trees into this papaya patch, or what do you call it, like a mint patch. Out of the bags there's some bananas, pomegranates, bananas, and etc. And so that's the difference when there's somebody here that wants to make a change versus somebody that's constantly at work. Is things starts happening, which is fantastic. A little orchard coming along on the western side of the house, which is, I think, a wonderful thing. In the garden this morning, Mika is harvesting some flowers, and the turmeric has decided to show its face. How cool is that? There's a turmeric there, there's a turmeric there, there's a turmeric there. Nice. Couple more as you go down the line as well. Sometimes you think you might have an oversupply of maggots, but you actually only have a chicken deficiency. So we're trying to apply some chickens, and so we found a whole lot of maggots climbing out of the dustbin this morning. Okay, los them, leave it. And so we are applying chickens. Ooh, nice. Okay, I think they will finish them quite quickly. These dustbins came here yesterday, and already this is the amount of maggots falling out of them. So they must have, the eggs must have laid here. Maybe bring some more, yeah, 2 more. So we're applying a little bit more chickens to the maggots. This was an unintended food source. But yeah, you can imagine these chickens will love them. Normally once a week we drive away rubbish. Last week I didn't have a chance, so this is 2 weeks worth of rubbish. This is all coming mixed in with the food, plastics and things like that. And we separate obviously before we give it to the pigs. And this is about 2 weeks worth of plastics and rubbish and things that we're taking to the dump now. Okay, so this is the rubbish dump. Lots of guys helping to offload. There's a whole tribe of Himba women, bare-chested ladies, helping themselves there with all sorts of things. And then there's a bunch of children on top there, sorting through the rubbish. I've been buying bricks here for quite some time, but so that lady wants the bucket, but obviously we bought it for the flies. On the days we come here, when the rubbish truck is here, it's a bit safer. You can see the people are starting to swarm, and it's becoming a bit unsafe, and begging etc. will ensue now, as soon as I realize there's not really anything for them to have between the rubbish here. So that's going to be a problem. But we'll sort it out between me and Vitalis. I'm sure we can make a plan with the people here. We have only had very little aggression here. Most of the time it's just people trying to be helpful and trying to sell the goods that they've harvested. Things like bricks, etc. Got a comment on my video yesterday, driving without my seatbelt. So I don't normally drive without my seatbelt. This car does not stop making a noise as long as you don't have a seatbelt on. So that was maybe just in the beginning, the start of the car. It's also quite road. This is also the road that I'm driving on. I really try not to do things unsafe. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. The Himbas that we just saw, there's normally, okay, these ones I assume are very poor because that's why they're digging in the holes. But the no clothing thing is a cultural thing. It's not normally not a poverty thing. You find some of those people that owns hundreds and hundreds of cattle and run them on big pieces of land, and they don't have cars and they don't wear clothes. It's just a cultural thing. If you start selling those cattle, then they're worth more than what I'm worth, much more. They don't drive a car and they don't necessarily have clothes, and they don't have proper shoes, and they walk like that. The ladies, the elders take a stick and they eat the front teeth of the ladies out as part of the culture. There's the Himba tribe in general. Go Google them. It's a fascinating tribe. We see them here in Otjiwarongo. Let me just maybe pull off quickly for a second. We see them here in Otjiwarongo. Mostly as a tourist attraction. They come from the north and they come take pictures with tourists and they get money for that. Or they sell their wares, things that they make out of wood and things they make out of shells and things like that. They sell that, make money from the tourists that way. But in the north, they still live the way they've been living for thousands of years, with a holy fire and a mud huts and cow dung floors and elders and cattle, and they don't bath. They only smoke their private parts to clean them. They never see water. They put this red mud clay on their skins. Never in their life do they take a bath with water. It's just not part of their culture. So it's a very interesting tribe that we have in Namibia, the Himba. I'll spell it below. Go Google them. They're very cool. I've spent some time in their villages, and I've spent quite a bit of time with them as a tribe, and it is such a nice group of people. That's all I have to say about Himba. On our way back from the rubbish dump, we are on our mountain of mulch, and so we just walk up here. Small farm school in the back here. Good Hope School. This thing is giant. I had no idea that it was so big. Giant mountain of mulch. Our biggest problem is transport at the moment to get everything to the farm. There might be some good ones still below. I don't think so, but there might still be some good ones below. As soon as we start removing the mulch, we'll probably find some good ones. Way down has been protected by these ones. We'll have to see. For now, there's a mountain of mulch that we can move away. Our second load of mulch we're going to use around the house and in the chicken coop and so on. The first one has been dropped at Mikon's garden. We're going to use that as mulch there, and I think this influx of mulch on the farm is going to have a real influence on the fertility. Nice peaceful Sunday. It's been dripping the whole morning. Last night we had a quick storm while we were not at home. The rain meter is almost full from the last couple of days that it's been constantly raining without any running around on the ground water. We mulched the living daylights out of the chicken coop. And the chickens really start to get lazy and they stay in here. We've also been giving them ad-lib feed. And the ducks are also enjoying this life. They still have freedom to go out if they want, but they start to prefer just chilling on the mulch. Tom running there. Morning, Brenda. Brendo and Beshi and Lisa and Mikon are all coming to visit me soon. I'm really looking forward to it. Wally and Andre B. I really want to thank you for your coffees. Your contribution goes a long way. Really appreciate it. That's going to be the end of my story. Please watch another video that's now showing up on your screen, and then I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.